Have you ever wanted to know what a Dalek story made during the 90s would have been like? What if Doctor Who hadn't been put on its extended hiatus? What kinds of stories about the Daleks would have been told during that lost era? Thanks to Big Finish, we now have an idea. Enter Enemy of the Daleks. This audio stars Sylvester McCoy as the 7th Doctor, Sophie Aldred as Ace, and Philip Olivier's new companion Hex. Hex was introduced in an earlier audio called The Harvest, which is a fantastic Cyberman story set in a hospital in the future. While that audio isn't necessarily required listening for Enemy of the Daleks, it's still a great audio that I would definitely recommend. For this audio, however, all you need to know about Hex is that he is from Liverpool, he has only recently joined the TARDIS, and he fills the role of the naive, curious foil to an older and more experienced Ace and the ever-enigmatic 7th Doctor. He joins Ace and the Doctor at a point set long after Survival, so Ace is more mature and well-versed in space-time travel by this point, and she holds Hex's hand through his adventures as the Doctor becomes increasingly aloof. But enough about Hex, we're talking about the Daleks, and with a title like Enemy of the Daleks, you'd expect this one to feature lots of Dalek battles, and it doesn't disappoint. The opening scene features a Dalek fleet wiping out human hospital ships in a frenzy of brutal slaughter, and one human ship escapes with the Daleks hot on their heels. It is clear that the humans are losing their war with the Daleks at this point, and the escaping ship arrives at a facility designed to create horrific last-ditch weapons to use against the Daleks, just as the Doctor, Ace and Hex arrive at the same location in the TARDIS. What follows is a bleak but exciting runaround filled with homages to classic sci-fi movies ranging from Aliens to The Fly. The Doctor soon discovers that the weapons being made at the facility are not guns or bombs, but creatures that feed on Daleks and stand ready to become the next big scourge of the universe. He, Ace and Hex are placed in a difficult position. Should they help the humans unleash their weapon to destroy the Daleks and risk destroying everything else in the process? Or should they assist the Daleks in stopping the humans and risk the extermination of all the survivors? Enemy of the Daleks is a great listen, especially for Dalek fans, as it shows the kind of Dalek TV stories we could have had post-Remembrance had the show not been put on hiatus. It is interesting hearing the 7th Doctor dealing with an encounter with the Daleks that he has not planned for, as while he has foreknowledge of the events in the story, he's much less in control of the situation than he was in Remembrance, and he gets a chance to let his seething disdain for the Daleks show. That is one of the best things about the 7th Doctor audios. The natural progression of the character that we saw from the last 3 seasons of Classic Who continues, and the 7th Doctor becomes more and more Machiavellian as time goes on. Both this audio and The Harvest have examples of him showing his true darker Doctor persona. If you thought that the 7th Doctor's speech to the Dalek Supreme at the end of Remembrance was cruel,
You ain't saying nothing yet.
have you listened to Enemy of the Daleks? Let me know what you think of this audio in the comments below.